Welcome back, Talk Nation. And if you are not a part of Talk Nation, please join us, subscribe, turn on those notifications so every time these videos drop, you are first in line. Stay tuned. Thank you for your support. Welcome back for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Errol Spence Jr. Today, media workout. Spence looked pretty good, man. He looks in shape, look like he's ready. And for what I've seen as far as him training today, it looked like he's trying to protect himself from that left hook that's going to be coming from Danny Garcia. And he looks sharp. He does look sharp. He looks in shape. Probably has a couple more pounds to go as far as making weight. But he looks definitely in good shape. Especially the fight is only maybe about a few weeks out. And he looked like he is definitely on track, not only to make weight, but to be ready and prepared for the fight. His movement looks good. Errol Spence, he is not a magician as far as the footwork, but he does look fluid as far as his movement, as far as what he does. His power looks on point. Looks good. His father, though, he's not giving Danny Garcia enough credit. He thinks that Errol Spence is going to go in there and just wash Danny. You know what I'm saying? No contest. And I don't agree with that. And this has nothing to do with me being from Philly. Shout out to the city. As a fight, not only fan, you know what I'm saying, and also somebody who does analysis as far as the sport, you cannot sit up here and take Danny Garcia lightly. Errol Spence has said himself that the two losses that Danny Garcia has had were extremely close. Could have went either way, and that's Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. Now, if your son is acknowledging the fact that it's not going to be an easy fight, why are you, the father, not the fighter, why are you not giving his opponent any respect? But that's your son. End of the day, just like you're part of the training team or training staff, you're also his father. So it's a professional, bond there, also a personal bond there. I totally understand. Just like for myself, like I said, I'm from Philly. So I mess with Danny, I rock with Danny, I support Danny as a fan because we come from the city. But at the same time, if I'm doing analysis and Danny may be lagging or whatever like that, then I'm gonna say it, man, because you got to keep it real with the people. Now, if Danny was the favorite, it may seem like I'm being biased in the fight, but this fight right here, man, in my opinion, I've already said it. Please go back, check out the other videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe while you are at it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I think this is going to be a 50-50 fight. This is no 60-40, 55-45, no. This is a 50-50 fight. Danny Garcia is one of the best welterweights in the division, period. The two losses that he had, also two top-tier welterweights in the division. It's not like he had a close call with a bum or somebody who shouldn't have been in there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like when Ugas fought Sean Porter. Ugas beat Sean Porter, but they gave Sean Porter the nod because he's quote-unquote Sean Porter. But most people, when they saw that fight, they recognized Ugas being the winner. And after that fight, Ugas has went on and still had a flourishing career. That's because some losses don't cripple you, don't hurt you. Some losses actually can propel you forward because of the notable talent who gave you the loss. Look like Canelo when he lost to Floyd. That didn't shatter Canelo's career. What did that do? It propelled Canelo's career forward. Why? Because he lost to the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Now, going into this fight, Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, Danny has power in both hands. I've said this before in the previous videos. Like I said, go back, check it out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Danny has power in his left hand, also his right. He's developed that right hand. Look what he did to Adrian Granados. He is a problem. Now, Errol Spence, he can't go into this fight thinking that he's just going to just bulldoze Danny. Errol Spence himself already said Danny Garcia got a granite chin. You can't go up in that thing. You just go beat him up, probably catch him with a shot, and that's going to be it. The mistake that the mistake that Sean Porter made and got caught with that shot, I've never seen Danny do something like that. And to this day, on some Deontay Wilder type situation, shout out to the champ, Sean Porter himself probably goes back and look at that fight and say, what was I doing? What was I doing? And that lapse in judgment cost him the fight. Now, Danny, he doesn't do a lot of that jerky movement, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he's slipping. He doesn't slip that deep into because if you do slip that deep, it's hard for you to keep your eyes on your opponent. That's why back in the day, trainers used to say, when you got your guard up and you got your hands up and you slipping, always keep your eyes up. Always keep your eyes up. You know what I'm saying? You should never be going lower than your opponent's solo flex. You need to be able to see a shot if it's coming. That's how Sean Porter got caught. You know what I'm saying? But Danny, like I said, his footwork and Errol footwork are kind of similar. They're both really not heavily active on their feet, but they can move. And now Errol Spence is the southpaw. Danny Garcia is orthodox, conventional. And it being as though their footwork is kind of the same, I do believe that there are going to be a couple of engagements in this fight where they're in the pocket, getting it in. Now, do I think it's going to be like that the whole fight? Of course not. It doesn't play to the advantage of Errol or Danny. Errol said, I can do it all. I can bang. I can sit there. That's cool as far as talking. But Errol Spence is not going to sit there in the pocket and box with Danny Garcia all night long, because he will get caught. You know what I'm saying? And Danny can get caught. Like I said, this is either way, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Errol Spence is not going to go in there and bulldoze and bully Danny Garcia. He's not. Danny is too tough. This is going to be a boxing match, occasionally mixing it up. And once these guys mix it up, trust me, they're going to get up out of there. Because if not, somebody is going to get caught with a shot. And to be honest with you, out of the two, Danny got the better chin. So Danny could probably take a shot better than Errol, but we shall see, because Errol does hit hard. Now, that's a very key point, because see, if Danny Garcia can take Errol Spence's power and still keep coming, it's going to be a long night for Errol Spence. It's going to be a long night, because see, that confidence that Danny will gain from being able to take that shot will allow him to take risks. Now, the risk has to be calculated. The risk has to be smart. You don't want to be reckless, especially in there with Errol, because Errol is very smart, has nice reach, and he utilizes his reach and his distance very well. So you can't be reckless if you are Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia has excellent timing. So he can also, like I said, get up in there, get out, and Errol has that long jab. So if Danny can slip, you know what I'm saying, and catch him with something lovely, that left hook, but like I said, that right hand has come a long way. So that right hand of Danny Garcia can hurt Errol Spence as well. So it's not just the left hand that you got to look out for, But Errol Spence Jr. has a lethal left hand himself, being in the southpaw stance, has an excellent jab, has very good reach on that jab. So he can keep Danny at bay. That's if Danny does not slip and move out the way of those shots. If he allows Errol Spence to keep him at the end of that jab, it's going to be a long night. It's definitely going to be a long night. So distance is going to have to be established early for both fighters. But once that distance has been established, it's really going to break down into a movement and timing game. Now, like I said, as far as movement, they both kind of in the same department. But as far as timing, not knocking Errol also has good timing, but Danny is known for his timing. Danny is known for his timing. Just like Errol is known for his power. He's known for catching guys, hurting guys, and finishing guys. Now, Danny Garcia, don't get it twisted. If he hurts you, he can finish you also. He does that. Everybody say he does that no look left hook and whatever. But see, if a punch is thrown and the punches lands and they hurt you, it counts. So no matter if your eyes is wide open or they closed shut, if he throws that shot and he catches anybody and hurts anybody, Danny can go in there and seal the deal. So this fight is intriguing on so many levels, ladies and gentlemen. But really, people are looking out for the mental aspect in regards to Errol Spence. Coming back from that devastating car crash, mentally, is he sound and fit to be back in that ring with that top tier opposition? We shall see, because Danny Garcia is that top tier opposition. Errol the true Spence, chose not to take a tune-up fight. He chose to go right up in there in deep waters, and I ain't talking about going to the 12, I'm talking about that talent. He want to go up in there with that top tier talent, because Danny Garcia is top tier talent. Don't mistake that, ladies and gentlemen. And he wants to see if he can hang. He wants to see if he can bang. We shall see. The fight is definitely coming up. It'll be here before you know it. And what I like about Errol Spence is he looks like he's ready. He looks like he's ready. But as they say in boxing, everybody got a game plan until they first get hit. So when Errol Spence catches that first shot from Danny Garcia, how will he respond? When Danny Garcia receives that first shot from Errol Spence, how will he respond? Fight fans, let me know in the comment section what you think. I think it's gonna be a good fight. And a little part of me says, you know what? It just may wind up turning into a slug match. I don't agree with that, but I just have a feeling, because see, Errol's a dog, Danny's a dog. And it's a part of Errol that wants to be a little bit reckless, because he's like, everybody think I'm slipping because of that accident. So he wants to go in there and prove that I could bang it out. I could probably take some damage, and I'm not just going to shut her away, ball up into a shell, and disappear in the fight. No, I'm going to show y'all, man, that I'm the junkyard dog of this game. I kind of get that sense. I kind of get that feeling from Errol. Will it transpire that way? Who knows, fight fans? But a small part of me says and thinks that Errol is willing to get down and dirty. I definitely don't think that is Danny Garcia's game plan, because that wouldn't be a smart game plan. But this is boxing. Anything can happen. Like I said, when those fighters receive either one's first hard principle power shot, how will they respond? They gonna get on that back foot, they gonna get on that bike, or they're going to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Now, who knows how that situation is going to play out? I have no idea. You have no idea. That's why we love and watch the game of boxing. Beautiful sport. Also a shady sport, but that's a different video for a different time. So fight fans, just a quick recap talking about Errol Spence's first open workout leading up into the fight. He looks good. Looks in phenomenal shape. Derek James, as always, one of the best trainers in the game, has his fighter ready to perform, ready to put on a show, ready to go out there and do his thing. But Danny Garcia is not going to let it be an easy outing for Errol Spence. I already know that. So I'm sure in the days to come, you'll also see Danny Garcia's open media workout. So I'm real interested to see how Danny also looks. But Danny always comes in shape, never has an issue with making weight. So it's going to be good. It's not going to be a whole bunch of BS, you know what I'm saying, in regards leading up to the fight like this. No, both guys are consummate professionals. Both guys are excellent fighters. So they should be putting on an excellent performance come fight night. So until then, fight fans, appreciate you coming back to join your boy for another video. Salute. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, stay blessed, stay motivated, stay humble, protect yourself at all times, guard up, mask up. See you guys on the next one. Peace. Salute. Real talk, baby.